G'day everyone, welcome back to Western Australian 4x4 Adventures. Today we're going to be removing the dual battery system on the Jeep JK 4-door Unlimited. I guess the 4-door is the Unlimited. The original owner has sort of added a lot of nice components to it, but when it's all been wired in, it sort of hasn't been done very well, so we're going to go back through and tidy everything up and get it looking a little bit more factory. So stay tuned and let's pull apart this wiring and get it all looking smicko again. Cheers. Alright, first things first, we're just going to start removing and tracing where everything goes and what everything is. Start by taking the cover off. This Poison Spider Genesis off-road, which is, I guess, a way of just centralizing all of your accessory power. So we can see we've got the front LED bar hooked up here. So I'll leave that for now, and what we'll do is, this is the worst part, like they've just got breakers sitting on top of batteries. Like that should be mounted somewhere. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. I mean, it's all conduited. It's all semi-safe, except for this bouncing around. Positives near the earth. That's a disaster waiting to happen. So let's go ahead and start tearing down this battery setup. Found another circuit breaker just lying on top of the battery over here, which is for the brake controller. So, I mean, they really don't give you a lot of room, but you have to figure out a better way to mount stuff than that. So let's continue. Guys, we've disconnected everything. We've moved the controller. Put that over here. We've got winch power, spotlight, winch earth, spotlight power, or LED light bar power. And then over here we've got accessories, brake controller with the loose breaker. We have got the winch power sitting here, which we'll tidy up. And then I've disconnected this. We can go on ahead and remove the whole unit. Now I'm going to take that away and just tidy this up a little bit. Maybe even shorten these rods a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. They're just sticking up way too far. I don't think I'll ever have that many accessories. Alright, now that's free. We can look at taking these batteries out. So these batteries don't come with a handle. And I've got a sore finger, so I'm going to need 2 hands. I'm not going to be able to do that with one, so give me a moment. Hey, heavy little suckers. 2 yellow top Optimas. Bloody good quality battery. If you ever want to spend the money, I rate these things. You can get red tops as well. I can't remember which one is better, but bloody brilliant. Alright. Now see where the battery sat, and it is, good God, they're not wrong, it is right up against that firewall. The fuse box is all the way down to the bottom, but I do believe there is some room under there to run wiring, and underneath the battery tray. So you probably can't see a lot in there, but this gives us a good place to work. And I'll probably take this frame off as well, just so I can run everything under the fuse box. So let's push on and get this poison spider accessory box bracket removed. There you go. Alright, now I'm just going to vacuum the area up and give it all a wipe down, because wherever there's excess dust and moisture, you can get rust. So the cleaner it is, the less chance of you're going to have moist spots and rust build up. So I'll clean it out now, wipe it all down, and start running these wires where they need to go. Alright guys, got everything cleaned up, so I'm just applying some new heat shield or conduit. Tidy this up. This is for the ARB compressor. Alright, I also noticed that the bolt that was holding this side of the bracket in wasn't done very tight at all. I'll have to remember to check that. And I'm just going to run a little bit of foam along this edge for it to rest on. I don't know what they've put there. It almost looks like liquid nails. But I won't try and remove that bit. There's a little bit of liquid nails here I'm going to try and remove. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the paint. So I'll just measure between the holes. Should probably use an alcohol wipe, but this is going to be held down anyway. I mean, wouldn't you just do that? Why would you put liquid nails? I don't understand. Crazy. Yep, I don't get it. Anyway, let's press on. We'll get the switch panel reinstalled. I've just got a little bit of the original obviously this is their power and accessory power switch. It's pretty ugly, so I'm going to go ahead and get this all cleaned up. Ooh, lucky. And I'll show you how that turns out. Alright guys, as you can see, starting to clean up very nicely. Everything's run across the top, looking like factory. Everything's kept up out of the way. I'm going to run the accessory power down along and in the main section of the fuse box to keep it clean. I'm just leaving it out for now to see how tight these batteries are. Gotta remember to bring that one over. Oops. That's how good that was on, guys. I literally it just pulled off. Unbelievable. I'll fix that and we'll move on to the next bit. Good God. Alright guys, you can now see that all of the wires coming across are very neat. Got the winch cable there, air compressor there, that's the brake controller negative. We've now got the relay located just here, and it's now time to get the batteries in and see where we're at, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, we are back again. We are just about to button everything up. As you can see, everything's looking a lot neater. The only thing I couldn't find a home for was this. So I might change it from a breaker to an inline fuse. Just because there's just, well, I could extend it and run it somewhere different. But I think it's just as easy to put an inline fuse like the winch fuse here. So that's what I'll probably do. Not the tidiest looking isolators either. Who makes it? It's Cole Hersey Co. Smart isolator. So, I mean, it does a great job, but it doesn't, you know, if it, I would clean all this up if it was me. But I guess maybe they do that for easy wiring installations that people can see. So we've got the batteries back in, semi-secured. Just going to tighten down these secure bolts. Just going to throw the wing nut on this positive, which I'll do now. Alrighty guys, cleaned up the wiring. Cleaned up the wiring on top. Made this little stupid boot thing work as best we could. This thing, I'm going to change to an inline fuse. There's nowhere to sit, but at least it's sitting better now, safer. Everything into the back, everything under the fuse box, nothing in the way. All the cable at the back, neat. Much better. All I got to do is reroute and fix up a couple of these wires, cover them up with some conduit, and the back of the ARB there. Should be good to go. Woo. Thanks for tuning in guys, and I'll give you a final look on the next video. That was basically the cleanup, and that's all we had to get done. I'll see you on the next episode guys, thanks for tuning in.